Hello my loyal subjects, it is I, your king, Kingofdoom11, you join me back with some more Waterpark Simulator, and as you can see we are still on 2 stars, working for 2.5. I just spent time just cleaning and fixing everything. Leanna's just kind of going off of her rocker a little bit, doing some bits there. And yeah, well, it's the next day, and so let's get the park open, shall we? I'm not going to do any flyers and all. Flyers and all that. The next, when I get the posters and that, I'll put posters on everything, so then that brings them in, but I'm not giving out any flyers. I got a little hectic. Gonna just open my window a little bit, get some cold air in here. There we go. I managed to get a bit of good news though. I've been waiting for a new kind of small tool set, a little socket like ratchet set to come, because I needed it for a specific point, a specific part for my car, and well, it arrived today, so I'll be able to actually fix my car and get that back on the road. For those of you who don't know, I own a 2015 Skoda Yeti 4x4, the 2-litre diesel variant, and I love the car, absolutely brilliant. I've taken it off-road. It is more capable than a Range Rover. I don't care what anyone says. It is as capable as a Land Rover Discovery, and I've proper tested it, like proper off-road. I will leave a link to that video down below, and where I tested it and all that sort of stuff. And it may not seem like much, but the track I tested it on has stymied tractors, and it's stymied like custom built off-road buggies as well. And like, they struggled to get around that track, and yet my car on road tyres and no diff lock did it first time. Both ways, no problem. And the farm that I tested it on is a farm that I'm affiliated with, Team Touch. It's a Touch and Farm, Team Touch and Charitable Trust, and that lovely charity. They let me go down and test it on their off-road, on their off-road cross-country course that they would normally train and test the horses on. And there's a bit that they do where they just go through on the off-road machines, and did it there, and I ran out of battery on the footage, but otherwise I would have got it. But in that farm there's a hill that's like this high, this steep. Not the only way you normally get up there is if you got like a quad bike and you just hold the throttle down and you just absolutely gun it in second gear up it. Pretty much every other vehicle on the farm struggles to get up there. No 4x4, every other 4x4 struggles to go up that hill. And my car went up it first go in road tyres. On road tyres, like it didn't even exist. Genuinely, and I couldn't, and I'm kind of sad I couldn't get that bit of footage and all that. But I got some pictures and all that. I should, and I got a very grainy video sent from my friend, but I should be able to kind of pull that up and show you guys in maybe another video or something like that. But senior 6 hours with a slide. There you go. Okay, so lemonade, add lemon. There you go. Yeah, yeet. Oh no. There we go. But yeah, so, and the reason why I've been waiting for parts to fix it is because obviously the car's 10 years old, And basically it's still got the original OEM parts on it, the original manufacturer's parts, and they started to fail. The starter motor went, so did the battery. The starter motor basically was on its way out, and it put additional strain on the battery and then killed the battery, which I replaced both of those pretty easily, to be fair. I put a bigger, more powerful battery and a brand new starter motor in. Then, which that wasn't the thing I was like super worried about, because I could always bump start it, even though I don't like doing that to cars because it can cause serious problems. The thing that worried me was the fact that my rear brakes failed. And what happened was that I had a leak on my rear right brake caliper. It was started off as a little small leak, and it was making do by just topping out with brake fluid once a month, and it was fine for like 4 to 6 weeks, and then just carry on that way essentially. And then a few weeks back, actually, I was yeah, I was happened to be taking my friend Bryn out. Obviously, you guys know Bryn, the bearded wizard, as I call him. And I was helping him go see his father, who's currently in hospital. He's in long care in hospital, and I took him to go see him, because otherwise, if I didn't, I'd take him to go see him, and it's not easy for him to see his father. So I drove him down there, and it was just so happened that on the way home, we're driving back, and there was a fallow deer in the road. And obviously anyone who knows anything about deers, that you can have an articulated lorry, a freaking Arctic truck, and if you hit a deer with that, you're right in the truck will be written off. And I didn't want to write my car off, so I slammed on my brakes as hard as I possibly could. I missed this deer by like at least 2 feet, and it stood there looking at me like, come on, I dare you, hit me. And I didn't, because I'm not that type of person, but me using that so much excessive force on the brakes like I did to avoid hitting the deer meant I blew my brake calipers to pieces. I blew my brake calipers to pieces, essentially. They were unable to keep a seal, and you keep pressure in, and when I push on the pedal, it just goes flat to the floor. And check the front ones. Front ones are all good. It is the rear calipers, but obviously anyone who knows anything about cars, if you replace one caliper, you have to replace both. You have to replace them as sets. Same as brake discs. Same as the reason why you get the wheels balanced as a pair, as a set. And because it is the 4-wheel drive variant, there's a very good chance that maybe a bit later on I'm going to have to change the front brake, so I've got even braking throughout. And but yeah, so that's something I've been dealing with, and I managed to get the parts and all that, but the parts got delayed, and I ordered those parts in October to come in November, and they did, but they came a week late. And then it was all going like, okay, they came a week late, which then meant I missed my mandatory road safety inspection, because we have to have one every year. It's done by the Ministry of Transport. It's literally called the MOT inspection, to make sure a car complies with the rules and laws of the road, because if it doesn't, it means you can't drive it. And So I missed that necessary dates. Now I actually can't drive my car on the road until I can book in for that for the next till I can book in for to have that scheduled in and done. Problem with that is that when they test the brakes, if the brakes go flat to the floor, the car will fail, which would mean it will cost me an excessive amount of money to have it fixed. Whereas I can fix the brakes myself; they're not that hard to do. But my initial plan was just to swap the calipers out and leave the cradles that hold the calipers in place, leave them there. But my car had other ideas. Because the brake calipers, I could tell the brake calipers on that car haven't come off in 10 years. Well, maybe 5 years, but they've 6 adults. They definitely haven't come off in an excessive amount of years, and the actual brake caliper had fused to the cradle that held it in place. Basically meaning I've had to get a new cradle, new caliper, and new brake pads. Problem with that means that I've got to take the because it's fused in there through like rust and grime. I've done everything to try and bust it. To try and break the bead on it, but it's like kind of, you know, when stuff like welds or stuff like gets that rusty and corroded that it basically welds itself to something else. That's basically what my brake calipers have done to the brake caliper cradles, and so I'm unable to remove the caliper, so I have basically got to remove the whole cradle to then get the caliper off. To do that, I have to unbolt it from the rotor housing. Problem with that was I didn't have the necessary sized Allen key or Allen wrench, however it is you want to say it, depending on wherever you want, to remove it. And well, with me, so I ordered a set of the correct size Allen keys, and problem with that is they don't fit the ratchet set that I've got. Like where you get like a 10mm, like where the joke about everyone's always losing 10mm socket and whatever. I've never lost a 10mm socket in my life, and I never will, because I'm anal and I've got OCD, and I always make sure it goes back in the box. But that's besides the point. But I had to basically order a whole new socket set, which that's come today. I ordered that like a couple of weeks back, and that's finally come, because again got delayed. And and obviously it's absolutely chucking it down with rain right now. So, and providing the weather holds off tomorrow, I will be spending the day changing my brakes. And yeah, so that's basically it. And this is the socket set I've been waiting for. It's because the sizes that I have a 1/4 inch ratchet and I have a 1/2 inch, or I have, as it's also known, I have a 12mm ratchet head, a 12.5mm ratchet head, and I have a, I think it's what, 7mm, 8mm, 9mm, something like that, millimeter ratchet head, and the size I need is 3/8, which is halfway between the two. So this is the size ratchet head that I need, and I've got the one that's like smaller or bigger. And luckily for me, that this wasn't actually that expensive, and it's got the ratchet, and I've got the correct heads to go on this ratchet, and I'll be able to make some headway at getting my brakes off, hopefully. And as soon as the brakes come off, I'll be able to get new ones on. Then I've got a light bulb to change, and then as soon as all of that's back in place, I shall be able to book my Ministry of Transport inspection, my MOT as we just call it over here, and hopefully it passes and I'll be able to have my car back on the road. And once that's done, January, I've got to book in my motorcycle. Actually, I've got to book in 2 of my motorcycles and get them done. And yeah, so these next couple of months is me just spending a crap ton of money and panicking about all of it. I'll do the jukebox. And you know, I have the 5Gs to buy that thing, so you know what, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna do it for the Vine. Well, it's under utilities, but I'm gonna place myself. Put those benches there for now, because what I plan to do is, when I have the necessary things and I get this open up over here, I'm going to move all the toilets, the lounges and the showers over here. And I'm going to have it, so like all of this across the back here is going to be toilets. Then I'm going to have like 2 rows of showers. Then nothing but lounges, and it's just going to all be like that. And I'm going to make this whole area into like a massive lounge area. And oh, I can upgrade the toilets. That's where I normally put them, over here. I'll just like run them down. I normally go across the back here, and then, but this time around, thinking I'm going to go across the wall like this. Go across the back of it like that. Just go all the way across the back here with just nothing but toilets. Then showers, or even heck, if I just do 1 row of showers, that should be enough. And then lounges, 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 all the way down with like the top, with like proper top tier stuff. But these are 400 a pop as well. Jeez. Oh wait, actually, hang on. I don't want to do that because I'm under 5 Gs. Then if I move, I can move this over here for now. Put that over here actually. And put the final one just there. And then I can delete that one, build those, delete those 4, and then there we go. Start making money back on it. Play it like that. There we go. And then build those 2 benches. Actually, what I can do is if I put it over here for now. So what I need to do is like fully like redesign it all. And I'll probably do that. I might do that off camera just to save some time, but I don't know. Alright, you know what? Yeah, I'll pause recording in a second. I'll move it all around. Yeah, so let me just pause the recording. I'm gonna move stuff around and then I'll be right back. See you guys very soon. Right guys, so this is what I have done. I've moved the pools over here into this square, and I've set up the lounge area as so. Obviously, we've just got lemonade stall here for now, just so it doesn't block the toilets. But yeah, as you see, I've got all the toilets across there, which is all the toilets I'm going to need really. I've got 16 chairs. Obviously, this is going to come like all the way across to like here, and then there's going to be like enough of a walkway to get around either side. Going to have showers basically running the whole length, like down this wall, essentially, like that all the way down to here, and that should be enough showers. And then the rest is just going to be lounges all the way down to like here. And obviously I've put in a few new extra bins. You may be thinking, well, they're close by. Well, they're not actually got much of a bigger radius than the other ones, but obviously, like, down the bottom here, they shouldn't be going anyway. But yeah, so obviously to see it from like a bird's eye perspective, bird's eye view, this is what it looks like. And yeah, so that's that. So now let's give it a slip and do the next day. And there's the seagulls. Great. Good thing it's only this big and not like a size 3 or 4 park water park, because that's when it gets hard to keep track of. That's when you need at least like 2 janitors. I got all the way up to having a size 4 park, 4 stars, and or 4.5 actually. I was just about to get my 5th, and it all went to hell. So, yeah. Right over here. There we go, all nice and clean. So obviously I'll get the floor tool to open up, to unlock new like tile designs and stuff. I would want to get I want to get these really before I get that. Lemonade with lemon and ice. I'm gonna quickly run over and get myself a new box just so I have it.
Welcome to Kmart.
Welcome to Shh. Put 2 boxes in there really if I thought about it. That was a vandal, which I caught. But it makes me wonder... Yep, you're right on this wall. It was alright, I just peed in the pool. Lemon. Nice. Yeah, thank you for the $35. Team 4 with the slide. Damn, that been filled up fast. But I did. Perfect. Who pooped in my pool? Somebody pooped in my pool. No, I bet it was one of the people who I caught breaking my rules. Lemon, ice. Keep on top of the cleaning. Do-do. Which means she did it on the toilets. really need a janitor. Damn it. Teen 6. Slide pass. Teen 4 with Wow, it's already coming up to 6 PM in the game. $5.46. Come over here,
Welcome to Kmart.
grab some lemons. I just sit here and wait. Pop, pop. I mean, honestly, my right hook is worse than my right jab. Pop, pop. Pop.
Yep.
so he's good. Oh, Western cheetah. If I stand here, I can like reach pretty far. Hands are free. Hands are free. Hands are free. Clear. I'll do this because if I can catch the vandals at the door, and they won't vandalise. Later on, you can get a taser in the game, and oh, that was like my favourite thing to use. Just pop, 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 pop. Margaret's all good. Estelle, oh, that's a lovely name. Pop, pop. Right, so they're all clear, and then. Lemon, ice. There you go, Margaret. Enjoy! Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Keys clear. Four. Teen for slide Aiden. Ophelia. That's a nice name. Lemonade, ice. Right, so that's those bits done. Oh. Just keep mopping. Well, I'm sorry, and we're still just getting off the ground. Like, I don't even have the right tools to redecorate. Stop it. Coco, okay, she's fully clothed, but yet she's got band on, so she must be a content creator of some kind. Need 2 more for the staff overflow. Then I can order a janitor. Could there be enough points to get me to 4 research? Potentially with everything. Maybe? No. Park is open for business. For business. Sorry. I'm here to catch cheaters, rabbits, and vandals. Pop, pop. Oh, and drunks. Like this one. Vandal, see? Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. Hands are clear. Now let's see, Marley, you're gonna get the 1-2. 1-2? Nope. You're clear, carry on. What about you, Leyland? Leyland. Leyland, da da da. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. Alice? No. Really Nick team. Oh no. Pop, pop. Beverly. And hands are free. So is his hands are free. Pop. It's so much more satisfying with the taser. Okay, so his hands are clear. Her hands are clear, Mila. Senior, 4 hours slide. Senior 6. Put the slide. Teen 4. Put the slide.
Yep.
You want standard lemonade. lemon, ice. Lemon, ice. There you go, Kenji. There you go, Mila. Ben. Ito Ben. Alec! I face planted the stairs. All need repairing. Alright. Right. That is what I thought, bitch. Watch their hands. Pervert! Not today, you pervert. Not today, cheater. my watch. So you're fine. You don't want to be in a scandal, Vandal. Pop, pop. Pop, pop. I'm not afraid to throw hands. Pop, pop. No, you're clear. She's got American, like, stars and stripes. And his hands are clear. Lionel. Or Lionel. Hands are clear. Hands are clear. Pop. Hands are clear for Kenji. Papa. Hands are clear. Hands are clear. Hands are clear. Hands are clear. Yours aren't. Pop, pop. Not today, Vandal. Not on my watch. Right, Alberto, you are clear. Adult 4 hours. I swear, Luca. I swear, Luca. Luca. Yummy, 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 yummy. Llama, 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 llama.
Welcome to Kmart.
You okay, Gerald? Teen, 4 hours, no slide. Guillermo, oh. Samson, adult, 4 hours, slide. Adult, 8 hours, slide. Lena, senior, 6 hours, with a slide. Not today, Vandal. Sorry, Juliana. Look, I know some of you aren't happy because it's like scarce and all. What do you want me to do? Like, I don't have anything to put in here. We have the wrong one by accident. Lemonade and ice. Ta-da. Run over here, grab another box
Welcome to Kmart.
of lemons, so I'm always stocked. the person's name is Itzel. Wow. Paco. So that now gives me 4 workers in a space where I have 2. It just means I end up paying tax, paying like a higher payment for them. I pay their wages and then I pay like a tax on top of it. Well, I haven't got to serve lemonade and all that because that's what their job is, so I can sit here and just guard and bop up. Hands are clear. Let's see, Winnie, are you going to be a good person? Yes. Santiago, yep. Yep. Donald. Macy. She's fine. Lara. 15, 4 hours. Slide. Conrad. Roland. 6. Jaya. C.
Yep.
Adult 6.
Yep.
Senior 8. Adult 4. Yeah, that's right. I was watching the hands. Right, so that's that. But I do. Right, so that's that. I don't know what's going on with her. Eh. Bye. Whoops. Do. That's that one. Oh, there. Right, so that's that. Yeah, ba-da. Attractions. Ah, I can go bigger tips. There we go. Alright guys, well we'll leave this episode here. As always, leave a like, subscribe and hit that notification bell. Be on the lookout for new videos and live streams and all that good stuff. Don't forget to go check out the merch and my P.O Box. I hope you have enjoyed and I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.